Hey, what's up guys? Footy Manager TV here. This is episode 3 of my Wycombe Wanderers Legendary Career Mode. I'm still a little bit sick, but slowly getting better, so hopefully I can get done with that very soon and I can start to make more good videos. But I did want to make videos. I know people are seemingly being interested in this, so I just want to carry on, even though my commentary may be a little, like my voice, a little bit different than usual, but yeah, hopefully you still enjoy it. As you saw, I'm just proving that I'm playing on Legendary and no sliders that are affected. I've never actually used sliders, so I'm not sure how they actually work anyway. So even if I try to use them, I might make my team even worse if I try to. So for that reason, I've never touched them, even though it probably could make the game more even or something. But yeah, on Legendary, I'll just leave it how it is. Also playing on semi-shooting as well, and that sort of allows you to control your shots more, obviously with assisted by its name. It's assisted by the CPU or AI, and you don't control your shots as more as on semi, which I like to, because then I can get some good shots and you can sort of aim more closer to the post, because on the assisted you don't really get it. Yeah, I'm sure you know what I mean. Anyway, you can control it more on semi. I'm sure some people would have tested it and like that, and here they actually had an early chance, so we have to really work on that. And something I've noticed playing on Legendary and also in this league, after like the 60th minute, my players seem really slow. I'm not sure if that's just me, but we had another chance, or our first chance I should say, but like I said, after the 60th minute, my players seem really slow than normal. I'm not sure if that's just me and it's just because of the poor players. But here, Grant, for the second time, getting into the box from that side, and I thought that could have been a penalty, but he clearly got the ball. But it's good we're creating some chances early. 40th minute now, trying some skill there by Bruno Andrade. And yeah, I'm very happy how we're starting again late in the second half, going on the attack. And this is, like I said, like how I like my formation, how it go, my players, their runs out wide and stuff like that. It seems to be very good, and we win a free kick here. And this is something we're probably going to have to utilize in this league with not, like, we don't have superstar players, obviously. We're going to have to utilize the set pieces and hopefully, yeah, utilize our taller centre-backs from the corners like here. But, yeah, one of their players was very strong there. And also, I'm not too familiar with the N-Power League 2 like most people outside of England wouldn't be, because, yeah, they probably don't televise it anywhere apart from England as well. So I don't really know who's the best teams in this league, so I don't know who I'm expected to win against. I'm just going to go by who's on top of me in the league to know who's good, but that's just in the game. Like, I don't know who's good in real life, but yeah, I sort of have a little bit of idea by Football Manager as well, who has better players, but yeah, for the most part, I don't know who's like the dominant teams and that kind of thing. But anyway, they're on the attack here in the 48th minute, and again, fairly good defending. I'm really happy with my defense. Like, all round, my team is pretty solid. Our defending has been really good, but here again, especially our goalkeeper, Ingram, he's been fantastic, and you'll see that in other matches as well. He's only 18, very low overall, like only 54, but he's been putting in very good performances, so hopefully that form can in fact continue like for the rest of the season, and that would be like really crucial, so we don't really have to buy another goalkeeper, because you may be in two minds about having a young goalkeeper. You probably want someone in the 60s for a goalkeeper, but you can't really choose that much, because we got some quality players already. As you saw, Joker 4 again, he's only 57 overall, but he's got that physical attributes with his pace and agility. Acceleration is very high, like 91 as well, or 93, one of those. I think it's for agility or acceleration, I'm not sure which one, but one of them, yeah, it makes him really fast, and he can really make an impact late in matches when the other team's defenders, their fitness is going down, and he can utilize that. So in some matches, like later in the season, I try and get him off, and I thought that could have been a penalty, but again, they got the ball, and we're having some shots here, so we're really unlucky not to have scored a goal, so we may have to focus that in training, focus on our shooting training to get, at least for me to know which are my better players, and what's their best foot, and all that kind of thing. It's just all down to experience with my players, and there they could have easily got a winning goal there. But I am pleased. They didn't really dominate us. We had equal chances, in my opinion, as you saw by the shots. They've had some and we've had some, so it's been fairly even, and either team could have really got the 3 points in this match, so it's probably deservedly a draw would be a deserved result. So I think no one really should complain about this result. They could have easily won. I could have easily won. But I am in early days right now. I'm just focusing on my performance. Like I've said with my Southampton career at the start, in my first ever match where I lost against Manchester United, or Manchester City I should say. Again, that was really lucky getting defenders back to block it. And we have a late chance here, but like I said, my players, they seem really slow in the end of the match. As you can see here, like, nothing really was ever going to happen there. Look how slow my player is there. And yeah, but I suppose that's why I'm going to try and get a goal early in matches, because my players seem really slow. And yeah, maybe I have to get players with better stamina or something like that. I'm not sure if it's just because of playing on Legendary or because of being, I would imagine it will be of being in Empire League 2, but it's fantastic to see one of our young centre-backs, Stewart. He's only 19. He could be a future player for us. But the thing is, in this Empire League 2, a lot of the players, or a lot of the younger players, they do have some potential, but not Premier League level potential. So I could see them maybe being with us until like the Championship, but I'm not sure if they'll be good enough once we get to the Premier League. We'll have to definitely invest. I'll have to invest in some younger players with really, really good potential in the coming season, so they are good enough once we get to that level. So, as you see there, Bruno Andrade, one of our better prospects, he could be one of those. I'm just hoping some of our players develop into Premier League quality, because if we don't, we're going to have to sell a lot and then buy a lot, and I'm not sure how that's going to work with the chemistry of the team, getting rid of like a big part of the team and then buying in heaps of players. So I'm not sure how they would gel and that kind of thing. But as you see here, some of our players are improving. The form where it says poor and that kind of thing, don't like take too much into that, because I just played the first league match right here, and the rest were simmed friendly matches where we lost them all against better teams, not even in our league. So Stuart Lewis, he's one who's improved one, and he's 24. He could be that more experienced player, but not too old. But here, Matthew Spring, he is actually declining already, which is not a good sign. So I'm probably just going to have to leave him, because he just joined the club as well, so I can't transfer list him maybe in January. Not sure, but he is a quality player with technical attributes. So I'm not sure what to do with him for the rest of the season. But Bruno Andrade as well, he's a future prospect, very good passer with 69 passing. You don't really see pacey players with solid passing, so he's one for the future. Dean Morgan as well, he has 5-star weak foot. So he's going to be a good striker for us. He's got a little bit of pace for this league, but already Joker 4, he's losing his sprint speed, so that's not a good sign. So yeah, that's going to be really disappointing if he could lose his sprint speed, but he's still got 93 agility, so that sort of makes up for that. A very good rating in the first match, 8 rating without getting a goal, so he shows he can perform very well. Obviously, we're getting a couple shots on target, so hopefully he can move on with that and start scoring some goals in the league for us, so that'll be very good. Also, Gareth Ainsworth, obviously being 39, he's always just going to massively decrease, unfortunately, but he's still got some okay technical attributes, so I may play him in like a centre mid role where his pace doesn't really matter. Lee Harrison as well, retiring at the end of the season. Obviously, it's good we already have a solid young keeper that's doing well in Ingram. He's been very solid. Lee Angol as well. He could be a future player with very good balance, so he could be a good dribbler of the ball. Anthony Stewart, as you saw by getting man of the match and getting already +2 up to 61, so it shows he can grow a lot. Grant Bassey as well, only 23, can play left back or left mid. He seems to have very, very solid attributes, as you saw there, a lot in the yellows, so he could be very good. Dennis Ollie, he's a very poor player. He's got a bit of pace, but finishing ability or anything technically is not good enough. Ollie Taylor, again, he's still probably not, he won't be good enough with the low attributes. Max Kretschmer, again, a young player, hopefully can improve. He may be part of the future, not sure. But like I said, with the match, we had a lot of shots on target, but we couldn't really finish them. So I did want my team to really, I wanted to focus on the shooting more in training, starting off with this low bronze level training, and hopefully we can get our players really adept on the shooting sides of things. So hopefully this could show in matches as well, being able to finish that one-on-one chance. Obviously it is different to a match situation, but if I can get the confidence in my players to get their shots on target at least 9 out of 10 times, that should translate into a match as well. And especially as we've got a Capital One Cup match coming up against Huddersfield, who are actually in the Championship, I believe. So that's going to be definitely a hard match, and we're probably not expecting to win that, but who knows, if we get a chance early or something like that, if we have one chance and we can finish it, who knows what can happen with that. So it's very good to practice like this with my players, for me and the players as well, and hopefully it'll show in the matches, like I said. But I got to really cover all my players, not just focus on one player, because you got to really test out all your players, at least in attack. I suppose it'll be a bit of waste of time using a defender, like I said. So Dean Morgan, he's definitely one because he's good on both feet, 5-star weak foot. And he really, if you see his shots right here, he seems to have a really solid shot power. His shots are very powerful. Look at that. Yeah, I don't know how to explain the shots, but they seem, really powerful, I guess that would be the key word, but very controlled as well, powerful and controlled. So that's a very solid mix for someone in the N Power League too. So hopefully he can score some goals for us, but his main position is centre forward, and that's exactly the position we have. We have striker and centre forward. So if we could have Joker 4 with the striker with the pace, and then a taller striker at centre forward, that could be a very good mix for us. As you can see, all our players passing the test, so we are doing very well now. So you've got to be happy with that. All your players being very confident with the shot, but obviously, like I said, match situations are very different with a keeper, so you may have to think different about that. So but like I said, it's better than not doing it, I suppose, than just heading to a match and not really knowing what your players' best abilities are. So, and that's like the main reason I'm doing it, to find out how good my players are. Also, recording it, so I'm sure you would want to watch it as well to see how my players go in the training side of things and see if it does actually translate into a match. That will be very good. And they're picking up the good bonus points again. All of my attacking players seeming very solid in this training. So hopefully we can just round it off with another good finish by our attacking players. Joel Grant there to finish it off. Obviously, one of our better players. Unfortunately, he encroached over the line there, but I'm not really worried about that. I'm not really care if I'm passing this training test or not. I'm just want my players to get it on target. Unfortunately, he's not having a great start right here, but like I said, that's not my main focus. It's just basically to find out what my best players, what their best shots are, whether they're more of a finesse player or more of a shot power player. That's the main thing I wanted to find out, at least at this stage. So hopefully you enjoyed this episode, but keep in mind I am still sick, so I'm not sure how this audio will turn out. Hopefully it's okay, and please leave a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll see you guys next time with more episodes in this series.